Well, hello, hello, hello. How are we all this slightly chillier festive evening? It's a little bit colder than it was 2 days ago. Oh, come along, sound. Stop playing silly buggers with me. There we go. Right. So, it seems one of my players is having slight issues. Has perhaps got them sorted. Let's go check in. Maybe. Chilly upstairs. Well, you decided to retreat up there. How are we doing, folks?
All good. Breathing.
Hi.
I see Rob's video has frozen again. Right. Going well. Going well. Going well. Let's swap over to... Where is it? This little screen over here. And do this. Boop. Hello.
Hello.
Ugh, blimey. Right.
10% of nothingness. Let me do
Thank you for that sub. 3 years?
3 Y-E-A-S.
Or 3 years, as the voice said.
I muted Twitch. So
Yes,
I didn't hear mine saying.
It did the beautiful thing of a literal translation once again, as Twitch is wont to do. Right. So we're still waiting for Rob to get back. In that meantime, why don't we go around the table and do... You're on mute, you dickhead. And your video keeps freezing.
The video thing I can't do anything about.
Okay.
Hopefully voice coming through okay.
Yes. That's fine. We'll just put up with the occasional random static image as it changes. I'm sure it won't catch you in any compromising positions at all.
Oh.
A slideshow of Rob. We're back to the noughties here. So, joining me this evening is a selection of wonderful members from the community, who, for some utterly inexplicable reason, have decided to join me in a cat-filled adventure in a library. I don't know why either. They're all mad, I tell you. All mad. So, joining me tonight, I have Phil. I have Holly.
Hello.
I have Cookie.
Bonjour.
Midnight. An Invisible Rob. And Zazdai. And Arana. Hello, darling.
Kitty!
Cat friend.
It
What's
wouldn't be
Rana's
library
number?
cats. I reckon she'd probably be better at librarian stuff than cat things, wouldn't you, sweetie? Especially the snooty look, you're very good at that. Just need to give you a pair of mini glasses and you have it down pat. So, bringing to you this evening, we have a little one-shot RPG called Library Cats. And it's a relatively easy thing to pick up and put down. That's why it's a page, not a book. And all my players have chosen their own cats, their personalities, and their special abilities. And they are going to be going on a book-filled adventure in a Christmas setting of my vague creation. I say vague creation because there's only some bits of it that I have pre-genned. Otherwise known as the start. The rest of this journey is relatively up to them. So the way this works is on their journey, they will have to take actions. And with that, they roll a d6, which you can see in this lovely text channel over to one side. And in that, you will see they will roll from 1d6 to 3d6, depending on how good they are at doing this particular thing. For example, a cat wants to knock a plant pot off a window ledge. If they have the skill of thwacking, they get an extra dice. If they have the speciality of offence, they get an extra dice, because they take offence to that plant pot and therefore they are thwacking it off the shelf. If they succeed 3 dice, it's a critical. Yay! They get an extra success. If they succeed on 2 dice, they do it well. What? Was that noise? Nothing. It's fine. If they succeed on 2 dice, you do it. If you do it on 1 dice, you just about manage it, but there's some form of complication, harm, or cost. If you are really unlucky and the dice bot hates you, that it all goes horribly wrong, and it's up to me how it goes horribly wrong. Does that make relative sense in terms of how actions work in this game? Another thing to note is that all of our cats have a number between 2 and 5. A high number means they are better at librarian things. A low number means they are better at cat things. If they are wanting to do librarian things, they need to roll under their number. If they wish to do cat things, they have to roll over their number. Somebody has quite a little bit of static coming through on their microphone. I believe it might be you, Moose. And it's gone. Nope, now it's back.
I shall mute. 1 moment.
There you go. So, yes, I was also hearing the static. So with that, we are also going to get our players to create their library. They get to choose 2 positives and 1 negative trait. Have you made any decisions in the last 10 minutes while I wasn't here?
No, you told us we should do that on camera.
I said to have a think about it and make your and talk about it whilst I wasn't here.
We were thinking about it as much as cats would think about it when you tell them to think about something.
Meow.
Whoops.
Right.
We are cats.
Sorry, distracted. I have beer.
And you didn't need to sit here in silence, which is why I was muted and deafened. Right. So, if you would all kindly take a look at the list of traits, please, my dear players.
Do we just want to roll for those, or do we want to pick some?
There are a lot of very lovely positive traits.
There are.
I would like either some birds or a water feature, please.
I am a fan of the birds.
I am a fan of the Cosy Cafe.
I am a fan of
Yeah.
the water feature.
Maybe we can have 2. So, and I'm also a proponent of a Cosy Cafe. So yeah, I'm fine with cafe plus either birds or water feature. I'm not too bothered about those 2.
Cafe plus birds.
Yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Cafe and birds. And for your negative?
Sometimes people go missing in the stacks. I mean, come on. Just Yes. losing people. That'd be hilarious.
One of our humans is missing.
I mean, the litter box haunted by a poltergeist with a potty mouth is just...
It sounds good. It also means that, you know, Lady Azabat has to have a potty mouth on camera, which
I shit
is
you not.
amusing in
She
and of
does.
itself. Yes, but not
Good
often.
fuck right off. I am perfectly well mannered. How dare you bloody accuse me of this?
You work in the
Darling.
production of. I do not spew profanity. I enunciated clearly, like a
Oh yes,
fucking
for
lady.
all to see. If I insult somebody, I want to make sure they hear it.
Good at it as well.
Thank you.
Mm.
I think. Hey! Bob's got a camera working!
Yes. For now.
For now. Until it breaks again. Right. So, you have decided the traits of your library. We will get to cat
we?
descriptions
Okay.
as we go. I feel like it would be far more fun to introduce them as we play, perhaps. So, in the currently festively decorated town of Old New York stands a library, dusted with snow, a large chimney puffing out warm clouds into the cold night. Cosy and warm, its patrons go about their business, kept safe from misadventure by its meowgical keepers, the library cats. But something feels amiss on this frosty night. What could it possibly be? And the camera pans into the library, and its lovely tinsel decorations, baubles and a big Christmas tree, and all of its occupants. What are its occupants doing?
Probably eating a Jaffa cake. No, yeah. The non-branded ones are also called Jaffa cakes. Lovely.
Trying to sneak up and knock the angel off the top of the tree.
Sleeping. Wait.
Batting a silver bauble like my cat in real life does.
Mr. Midnight is strolling along the top edge of a library trolley. You know those return trolleys with the books on. And he looks at you, yes, you, and keeping eye contact, bats one of the books off the top of the trolley onto the floor, and then moves along to the next one.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh, that took no time at all.
Well, in that
Hey.
case, I feel
I
like
spent
this
most
is,
of the last game singing it, so.
as a person who has played this before, I think you'll serve quite nicely as a demonstration as to how actions work. In your quest to bat the angel from the top of the Christmas tree, would you please roll me 2d6 for you are a sneaky cat. Would you like to describe your kitty cat?
Miss Havisham, or Holly, is a Scottish fold hat cat with little tiny wings. And she is attempting to be very cute and sneaky.
Oh, yes. You rolled a 4 and a 5. So not only have you rolled 2 successes, for you are trying to be a cat and not a librarian. No, wait, hang on.
No, one
Wait,
success, but it's a fancy cat.
Yes, you have rolled 1 success because I forget your numbers so bloody. Oh, go away, you stupid. Go. Please hold. Fuck off.
Bot.
Oh,
I can't even go 10 minutes without a
You're
bot.
being invaded by the BNP.
dismiss you, bot.
How rude. So, Miss Havisham's number is a 5, which means that she has to roll, very, very high to be good at cat things. However, because her number is 5 and she rolled a 5, she is a fancy cat and automatically succeeds.
Goodness.
You also technically get to ask me a question. if you so desire.
We haven't even started yet.
I know. Hence why it was quite rude of you to roll to roll Fancy Cat on the opening roll. Well, you don't have to. It's a
No,
you can.
I don't think I can come up with anything this soon.
So, you would you like to describe how Mrs. Havisham knocks this angel off a tree?
Sneaking along the because I imagine it's a very tall tree.
Oh yes, it's about 13 foot tall. Yes.
So I'm sneaking along the top of the bookshelves so that I'm at a better height, and then I leap and land on the bookshelves the other side and go ha ha ha.
So, Cookie, your cat was lying underneath the tree playing with a bauble, as was Zaztai's cat, correct?
I was just sleeping.
Oh, you were sleeping.
I was just
lazy.
I was batting a lovely silver bauble that I was just obsessed with.
Whereabouts were you sleeping?
I suppose under some sort of tree that may have been decorated.
Whilst you were sleeping away, something lands on you.
I'm definitely startled awake.
You.
Not very startled because movement, costs effort. But I do sort of open one eye and look around.
So you open that eye, and staring back at you is a giant smiling face.
Okay, I open the other eye as well, just in case.
It's a giant smiling face from a different angle. It seems to be glittery.
Does this face resemble me by any chance?
No, it seems to be vaguely humanoid.
Oh shit.
It's very close.
Is this human currently trying to pet me?
No, but something definitely is lying on you.
What's the least amount of effort I can expend to escape? I will try to stand up. I mean, it's against my principles, but I'll try to stand up for once.
You stand up, and the cardboard angel just flops sadly to the floor from where it landed on you.
Much ado about nothing, and I'll lay myself back down again.
And flatten the cardboard angel. It makes a lovely pillow.
Seeing the cardboard angel fall down, Mr. Midnight, my cat, sees that movement and pounces on it.
Are you pouncing
Oi!
before or after one? Oh, good lord, it's all blurring together.
Waffle.
One waffle is about to lie down and use it as a pillow.
I will let the dice decide that. Can I?
Yes, you may certainly. Let's go 1 to 3. He's lied down on it. 4 to 6. He hasn't.
Okay.
Well.
Looks like I'm
So yes,
having a day.
Mr. Midnight is pouncing towards where Waffle now is.
Waffle, you crack open an eye to find death from above coming for you.
I sigh and consider getting up again. Yeah, alright, I'll get up. It's effort. I mean,
let's say you roll lazily out of the way just in time as this black meteor comes down and lands on top of the Christmas tree angel. The prize is yours, Mr. Midnight.
Midnight. I was sleeping here.
Midnight is too busy trying to kill the cardboard angel.
These youngsters and all the energy.
So, from your view on the bottom of the Christmas tree, you can see that there is something missing from under this tree that was there yesterday and is not there today.
Is it a tree?
No, the tree's definitely still there.
Is it the Christmas tree train?
No, that just goes around the different parts of the library and you sit on it when you're too lazy to go round and go and walk it yourself. Ah, someone's onto it. Who's the smart cat in the room?
Presents?
Mr. Fitzwilliam.
Sir
Yeah.
Fitzwilliam, if you will.
Sir
Indeed.
Fitzwilliam, you might well be onto something. There does not appear to be a bunch of cosy, crinkly beds for you to lie on under here anymore.
I do enjoy the nap once I've done my rounds. But a visit to the cafe is also quite good. I'll have you know.
It seems, though, that in their place has been left a note.
Ooh. If only we could read.
I've found a bunch of open books. I think I can understand some meaning.
Some meowing.
What does the note say? Can I try to read it?
You hook a claw under and open it up. And it seems they've written it in like the biggest text humanly possible to make your lives easier. They want to make it very clear. It
Is
says,
it in Persian? Sorry.
No, it's in Persive. Times Mu Roman. This is worth it just for the look on Zaztai's face right now. And also for the look on Ravi's face as she turned around to glare at Cookie.
It was truly the first of a series of clawful puns. I couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah.
Yeah, this adventure is going to be littered with them.
Yeah.
Manx.
I'm not feeling it.
So, you open the letter and it says, "Ah ha 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 ha," with 5 exclamation marks.
Seems excessive.
All your presents are belong to me! You'll never get them back.
Bad grammar.
I feel it is an internet cat.
Somebody set up as the bomb.
Do they has cheeseburger?
Lol.
Not like the Am guy again, is it?
It took a long time to clean up all those sparkles out of the book spines.
Is that all it says?
It then continues. I have hidden them throughout the library. I bet you're not smart enough to find them all.
That is a long note to be written in back in large letters.
Yeah.
You just keep scrolling and scrolling.
It's like one of those that game where you draw a head and fold it over and draw a body, and
Yeah.
so you just keep unfolding it and more words appear.
Well, at least he didn't have a go at the newspapers. Otherwise, we would have had a ransom note full of bits of our newspapers.
Would have been a catastrophe.
I mean, they could have used the newspapers, except they end up in the litter box.
Ah,
That's
Yes,
because they're full of shit.
that is a experience every time.
So, you have read your note telling you that someone has stolen all the Christmas presents and hidden them in the library.
Were any of these presents for us? Because if not, we're cats, so why would we care?
They're boxes. Of course they belong to you.
That's
must
fair
sit-
point.
all
we must sit
ours.
with
That is
them.
a fair point, yes.
Remove the useless things inside and take the present.
Yes.
Yes, fair point.
And play with the crinkly paper and the ribbons.
Mm.
Some of them
Has-
had fantastic wrinkly paper.
Has Mr. Midnight noticed any books out of place in the past sort of, hour or so, strolling around aimlessly?
Well, apart from the ones you knocked on the off the trolley. Feel free to. This is more a librarian thing, so feel free to roll me 2d6 because you are a bookish cat.
The application did not respond. Let's try that again.
It does seem
There
to
we
be
are.
having more of a moment than possible than human. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm a catty cat, not a bookie cat.
You are a catty cat, not a bookie cat. Which
I don't
means
take bets on things.
you wanted
Ah.
to roll under your number. And sadly, a 5 and a 6 is not under your number.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm more explaining it for those in chat. Unfortunately, you've returned to the scene of you returned to the scene of a crime. Unfortunately, that crime was committed by you. I will also add that people in the chat, if you click that little channel point button, you will see 3 library cats rewards that you can redeem. You can give the cats an extra d6, or you can rig what's in one of the presents, or you can become an NPC yourself.
Interesting.
What, a non-player cat?
Yes. Oh look at Midnight rigging the game in their favour.
Just a little. I'm like, I can't rig the present. That would be cheating.
Oh,
I could-
so Fitzwilliam is Midnight.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna get real
Oh, that's not at all
confusing.
confused. My goodness,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. There was. I think I might have vaguely seen a Midnight on Kirsten's channel before. I didn't know you were playing when I chose my name. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just gonna have a moment every so often and be like, oh, not me. No, not me.
Yes.
I will
what
say the
sort-
Mister is useful.
I will endeavour to keep it when I'm talking in third person about my character.
That's why I keep going, Mr. Midnight. So, Mr. Midnight returns to the scene of his crime in search of clues that are not to be found. There is but one thing for it. You will have to search the library.
Dun dun dun.
Sleigh bells.
From my
Hello.
conveniently close position to the scene of the crime, can I, without moving too much or expending too much effort, look for potential small clues in my neighborhood?
You can certainly try. It will only be 1d6 unless you wish to use one of the d6 from the pool.
I'll use the one I added, so I'll roll two.
And it is a library thing, so you are looking to roll
I'm looking to roll
under
again
your
because
number.
the application did not respond.
I'm going to beat this dice roll around the head.
I rolled my number, so I'm a fancy cat.
Yes, you are a fancy cat. So you get to ask me a question.
Where's the first present? I mean,
It's a good question.
It's a
I wish
good
I'd thought of
question.
it.
Is it the right question?
You believe you can find one of the presents in the fantasy section.
Sleigh bells is going to
Question.
go around
Answer.
searching for another present.
I was going to say, sleigh bells,
Hi.
are you listening? Sorry, we went into that for ages. I was thinking.
Every sound coming. And when I get somewhere, I'll ring.
Excellent. I was going to go hunting for gifts. Boxes. I want the boxes. And I am upset. I am upset that they got stolen under my tiny little munchkin feet. And my cape. So I will have to hunt for them. If everyone is happy for me to go do that, or if there are other things in line, I am happy to wait grouchily.
I think we should form a hunting party.
But also, what did I see any clues where I was lying? Because that was the thing I was rolling for.
So that was your one success, and so that's why I gave you the direct clue of one of the presents is in the fantasy section.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Is it filled with fruit twist and orange flavours, or maybe the exotic lemon? It's the fantasy section.
That'd be a good count.
I was going to ask which section the Christmas tree is in.
It is in the lobby near the cafe.
Okay. Just because I'm stood on a bookshelf, so at the top of the bookshelf.
So kind of imagine it's this one of those really fancy libraries that has like the levels going round the big bit in the middle, and you've kind of like jumped and battered it off, and now you are the angel on the top of the tree.
Bring this slightly. I have to get down from here somehow.
So it's one of those libraries where the lobby is called the foyer.
Yes. It has many chassis longos.
So how far is the fantasy section from the foyer?
Well, you have to go up to level 1 and through the historical fiction section.
Over the foyer grass.
There is no grass in the foyer. There was until someone weed in it.
Sorry.
My bad.
I love how we were all pretty much prepared to put our hands up for that one.
Well, there needs to be an alternative to the litter box.
Yes.
The
You mean
glitterbox.
pooping on copies of the Daily Mail isn't good enough for your dainty butt
No,
cheeks?
it must be the Telegraph.
No, they put a separate box that says donations.
I mean, the litter room is called the place where the sun don't shine.
I thought that was Liverpool.
Slough.
Yeah.
You seriously cannot buy the Sun newspaper in Liverpool. It's great.
Cookie
Anyway,
cat. Have you seen any clues anywhere?
right.
Okay.
So,
Are we hunting?
I mean, I
Yes.
suppose I could be persuaded to move and check out the fantasy section.
If I bat my silver ball bullet towards the lift, will you help me chase it?
I will watch you chase it.
Sure. No, I hope. Show anything trying to escape from me, I'm going to pounce.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
Oh, Phil, your microphone's done the thing again.
Hang on, I'll switch. Right, I'm on this mic now.
Aha.
Actually, Mr. Midnight offers to help Cookie with the bauble that's been bashed away, and stands there ready with his butt in the air, twitching, with his little angel wings on his shoulders, sort of wobbling a little bit as he twitches, ready to pounce on the bauble as soon as it's bashed away.
My little silver cape is twitching, just covering me because I'm a tiny little munchkin with little dots, hence the Cookie name. I look, I take aim, and I bat.
Right. In which case,
Munchkin capes.
you will be rolling me. Oh dear. Sadly, only 1d6 for you, as this is not akin to any of your special traits that you have.
I shall add a d6.
Okay, you get an extra d6.
I think I might have preempted. I'll try again.
That's fine. And your number is 4. You rolled a 3 and a 5. You are trying to do cat things. You need to roll over your number. You have succeeded on one attempt. Would
Ooh, I missed.
Would your friend Mr. Midnight like to roll some assist rolls?
Sure.
To get this bauble back on track?
Mm-hmm.
So you are very much a cat and good at hunting, so you can roll me 2d6.
Try that again. There we go.
Ah, look at that. You've rolled your magic number. You're all rolling your own damn numbers. Will you stop it?
Dice passer.
So the bauble goes flying off into the. For a brief moment, it looked like it was going somewhere else entirely, perhaps into the politics section.
Oh dear.
But Mr. Midnight jumps off of the book cart and bats it nimbly into the lift. Do you have a question for me?
Ooh. How sturdy does the tree look? Like, is the base of the tree sort of heavy and gonna, like, is it not gonna fall over, or does it look a little bit precarious?
It's well sturdy. They've learned from previous years that they've had to build the base. A matter of fact, it looks as if the base, the pot for the tree has actually been nailed into the floor. So if it was going to fall over, it would be because the tree itself has broken.
Okay.
This might be the only reason I'm still on the top of it.
Nailed it.
So, what next?
I said I was going hunting.
Me and Sir Fitzwilliam are going hunting for clues.
Yes.
Section.
Onwards to dragons.
I slowly saunter into the lift to join the bauble.
Imagine the
Am I
tiny.
able to... Sorry.
Go, ladies first.
Many would not call me a lady. Am I able to get from the top of the tree to the first floor, or do I need to go down and into the lift?
You're going to need to go down a couple of floors. You would say you're
Right.
probably more on the 3rd floor.
So can I just leap into air and hopefully land on the first floor?
Ah,
Come in,
at least there's a flaw in your plan.
buddy. If you're going to come up, get on with it. Come on.
Troublemaker, is it?
Is this Mr. Diabetes?
It is Sir Fluffy Pants of Diabetes. Yes. No. Yes. Maybe. Come on.
Mother, why must you make me make a decision?
Like, seriously.
I mean, come on.
Are you coming up or not? I used to call him Brexit because he could never decide whether he wanted to come in the house or out the house.
But when he gets there, he
Invalid.
just breaks it.
And Rana is just lying there. I'm not bothered.
Right. So you are trying to get down from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, your video is doing very strange.
That is weird.
God damn, you woke Rana up. For fuck's sake.
What do you need me to roll?
Right. You. Yeah. Oh dear. You, unless somebody wants to rig the roll, it is only 1d6.
I'll add 2d6s just a moment.
So you get. Not that Zazda is at all using this to burn through the however thousands of channel points he's got.
I have 50,000 points left, so that's still a good amount of additional d6s. If
Jesus
necessary.
Christ! I'm on 3.2k. This is the most I've ever had.
I'm on 5.2k, so
There are multiple.
let us
channels
roll.
there are multiple channels where I have nearly 100.
I
Yes.
have one success because it's a cat thing.
It is a cat thing, and you picked 5 as your number.
Sorry, I'm distracted by 4 pointy ears.
6 pointy years. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. So you start climbing down. At first, you feel like you're doing this quite gracefully and elegantly, and then you put your paw where you think it's a nice sturdy branch, and instead it was butt tinsel, and you
Tinsel.
Butt tinsel. The worst kind of tinsel.
No, butt tinsel is when your cat eats tinsel and it comes out the other end.
and you descend the tree in a far less graceful way than you intended, and arrive roughly level with the 1st floor landing, with a piece of tinsel wrapped around you, and a bauble hanging off your tail,
That's
and a
weird.
few
You have to
and
with style,
several
don't you
several
know?
pieces of tree pine just like sticking out from you like you're a little porcupine.
Pete, I do everything with style, don't you know?
Pine scented. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Just be careful that Mr. Midnight doesn't now bounce on your tail.
I will sneak it away from him. Nah. I was about to say I'll thwack him with it, but thwacking is not one of my skills. Sneaking, however, is.
Right. So who's in the lift? How many cats are in the lift?
I
I
am.
don't know. Are the people who said they're just going hunting in the lift, or are we going a different way?
I think I'm still under the tree.
I followed the bauble into the lift, so I'm definitely in there.
I'm heading towards the fantasy section, whichever way is the most sensible way to go.
So either in the lift or up the tree.
And that's not necessarily a sensible route.
You have just seen the tree shake dramatically and lose a few baubles as a Miss Havisham-sized lump descends down it.
I feel the lift is less effort.
Mm-hmm.
There are a
Yes.
fair few lazy cats in this particular.
We will require a stack to press buttons.
Oh,
This is true. There must be a cat tower.
we
I
can't
can-
do that without.
can't I
is
use a
everyone wearing
spell?
trench coat?
To thwack the button, I'm sure I can.
It's kind of spell in quotation marks. So thwacking is like you thwack it with your.
Okay. Being a munchkin cat, I'm probably not going to reach standing on my legs.
We could stack. We could use the cape as a ladder system.
We have 2 capes and many munchkins.
Hmm.
Sturdy on our feet.
Munchkin Tower! By the power of Jenga.
Munchkins, assemble.
Right, so is everybody but Mrs. Havisham in this lift? I miss you at
Sounds
this
like it.
point.
Phil is trying to
we
speak.
can't
but
hear
he
you.
is muted.
Still is mutated.
He's still muted.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Now we hear something.
Discord just does not like you tonight, it seems.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Hey.
yes.
Savannah cats tend to be quite long cats, don't they?
Yes.
Yes.
So if Mr. Midnight stands on his hind legs, how close to some of the buttons can he reach?
Oh, it'd be a
Stretching out,
big
stretching out,
stretch.
stretching out.
Big
Yeah.
stretch. Roll me.
Would it be easier if you were still on another savannah cat?
I mean, I
Or
would
do
let
you
you
need
both
the
roll.
munchkins as space?
Whoever wants to be in this, they'll just add dice to the roll.
Over it.
So instead of a singular effort, it becomes a group effort.
Cool. Go for it. How
Uh,
many?
So Midnight will be. Goddamn cats. Mr. Midnight will be 1. Sleigh bells will be 1. Who else is wanting in on this?
I thought the Munchkins were stacking, but we just sat watching.
Choice is yours.
I'm too lazy now.
You can yell at them. You can be
Oh,
you could be the supervisor.
I
Might have the
yell.
magic number.
I am a yelling cat. A yelling
You
Munchkin.
are. And you were also yet lazy. So if you want to supervise, as it were, I will let you roll 3d6.
Sorry, I've just sent Casper absolutely bloody balmy by doing that.
Oh, I seem to have rolled my actual number.
Excellent.
You've rolled your number. Rana, what are you playing?
I think we were just counting how many dice to roll, I think.
Oh, she said I should roll
Okay.
1.
Yeah, okay,
And then
fair
one
Yes,
would
if
join in.
you
But I seem to
basically
have
we'll
done
go
it.
by how many successes everyone gets.
Okay.
And you are. Ooh. I'll say that this is a cat thing that you're trying to do. Because you're having a big stretch.
If I'm yelling, do I need to roll one? I'm yelling
yes, you
as-
need to roll 3.
3d6, okay.
It just makes your your rolls easier. Vinny, love, you appear to have a screw loose and Rana is batting it round your desk.
So what is Cookie yelling at us?
Encouragement.
Encourage.
Press the first button. Press 1.
Okay, I'm glad you did that because Mr. Midnight was about to press all of the buttons randomly.
Press the button with 1 on it.
Being a bookish cat, I'm going to assume I can read the number 1, so Mr. Midnight does that. Standing on the back of sleigh bells, of course.
The leaning tower of stretching cats boops the number 1 button, and there's a soft ding as the door shuts, the lift ascends. Conveniently opposite where Mrs. Havisham is perched on a tree branch. On the first floor.
First floor. Haberdashery.
No,
Fantasy
Havisham.
and-
Go to the first floor. Please proceed for historical fiction and fantasy.
Cookie turns his head to the left, staring at Miss Havisham like, what the? As long as the fire brigade don't have to come again to rescue you, we're all good.
I stroll out of the lift to avoid being caught inside when the doors close again. So.
I follow.
I will exit stage lift. Yes. That's the New Zealand.
Oh,
You made him facepalm so hard his camera fell over.
Oh dear!
take.
So, yes, you must get through the historical fiction section.
I take it we know the layout. We don't have to read signs to know where
No.
the section is. Okay. So I guess we all start heading towards the fantasy section.
The cats came marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah, oh meow, meow. The cats came marching 2 by 2, meow, meow, meow. To get to the fantasy section, meow, 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 meow. And we all gave it a really good purr.
Okay.
Ow.
I apologise for anybody listening there. There is a tune that's meant to go with that, unfortunately. My voice can't find it.
It's alright, I now just have images of Cookie the cat just tunelessly yowling along as you head through the fantasy section.
He's our stealth operative.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
One of the patrons leans out from the historical fiction and goes, "The musical section is on the 2nd floor."
Don't be so suspicious.
Rude. Also, shush. Shush.
The
Shush.
library.
Shush. Library. Library. Wow. Onwards to fantasy.
So the fantasy section is understandably quite large.
Is it real life?
Or is this just fantasy?
Does it still have the 3-headed dog?
What is going on with Phil's camera?
Phil is being abducted by aliens again.
Oh my god, what's it doing? Let me go and get another camera.
Beam me up, Scotty! What?
Yeah. We're just in an episode of the X-Files now.
Yeah,
I
you know,
recognise
the
that
people
chair.
being abducted.
Oh, 1 minute.
Does the fantasy section still have a 3-headed dog in it?
No, that was the super restricted section.
Oh yeah.
We need
Remember,
a flute.
you had to go through the restricted section into the ultra restricted section.
Yes.
Someone else has my chair. Sorry, I got distracted.
It's alright, all of you at this rate will have one of them before my bloody reward from the Blue Cross.
What are you saying? It
turns up.
only took me an hour to assemble the damn thing.
No, it's more that one of the rewards I got from the Hallow stream is Noble Chairs donated 10 chairs to the fundraiser for the first 10 people that hit the goal, and I'm just like, could I have my chair now, please?
All right.
How long has it been since you put in which one you wanted?
About a month and a half.
Wow.
I literally sorted it out like straight after Hallow Stream had finished. When I got an email asking what I wanted and what sizing I wanted, and
Yeah, I mean, you're getting it for free, so I can't really complain. But a month is a long time, given that
yes,
Rob's,
they even
Rob's was
asked,
like 2 days between order and arrival.
Mine
They
was
even-
6 weeks.
They even asked if I was okay with giving my for them to give my details to Noble Chairs directly rather than happen to proxy it.
Mm.
Are you done being abducted, Phil?
Maybe. I've totally got a different camera now on a random separate tripod.
Oi!
We'll see.
Stop attacking my chair.
Hallow stream was fun. I got to break Asabat.
Oh,
It's always fun with you here.
Me?
It's always fun breaking Azabat.
Yes. Right. So, you are in the fantasy section. You have been told that there is a present here.
oh.
How are you going to go about looking for it?
Well, we'll
With
start
my
at
eyes.
A, and then Z.
I say we split up and start searching for clues.
So is this just the standard setup of just books lining the walls, or what's the sort of layout?
So it's not just walls. There's bookshelves going down the way.
There's no sort of obvious place where something like a present might be hidden. It's just bookshelves.
I mean, you'd have to think like a present thief in order to accurately guess where the presents might be hidden. The present thief did seem incredibly smug and said you'll never find them.
The last place we look.
That's because we stopped looking.
Yes.
So
How
if we look
how
at the
sturdily
section that has Z in it.
can we look under P for present?
You certainly can try.
But also, how sturdily are the bookshelves set on the floor? As in, would a domino effect be achievable?
Yes. You could very much do what Evie does in The Mummy with these bookcases.
I guess we'll look for a bit normally first before resorting to such effort being expended.
especially as knocking all of the bookcases would create an awful lot more work for you lot.
No, that's for the day shift.
Is there by
We are
chance?
both.
Is there by chance a terminal of some terminals? I'm trying to think whether there is a book in the fantasy section that references gifts.
Is there a microfiche machine?
No, I hate reading microfiche. It's horrible.
Alley organised by the Dewey Decimal System.
No, Mr. Midnight's hungry.
Oh,
Hungry. He's snackish.
I was literally just about to go, there is no microfiche machine unless you're thinking of the aquarium.
Is any of us sort of athletic enough to climb on top of the bookshelves to see whether the present might be on top of one of them, out of sight?
Why don't we just like?
Misfortune
walk
has
down this
form.
hill?
I'm only small, and lazy, so I'm not inclined to do this myself. But one of us might be.
Definitely think the minimum effort is to just walk down the bookshelves and see if we can see them in any of the sections.
did
This is
we?
fair enough. Yeah.
Did we? Would we be able to smell anything? Would there be anything that smelled? Maybe like the note.
If you want to smell for clues, then go right ahead.
That's a good idea.
Uh,
That's kind of a hunting thing, isn't it?
it's a cat
Yes.
thing. If you have the hunting skill, you may take an extra dice.
Okay,
Uh,
let me do that then. That makes it 2, or is it 3, or how does this work?
that would be 2.
Can't see me.
Are we-
Aw.
Can this be
Are we
done
all
as a
rolling?
effort so that we can?
I get 2 successes, including my favorite number.
Aha.
Ah! There is a success there.
So, you all kind of give the air a good sniff, and sleigh bells. You smell what can only be associated as the smell of Christmas, coming from one of the stacks near the far corner. And
Culture.
there's a book on a shelf that appears to be dusted with snow.
Ooh. Is it a joke book?
No.
It's no joke.
Um,
are you going to build a snowman? Are you in a meadow?
See where that goes. No. But is it possible to bat the book off the shelf?
Yeah. So you're pulling the book off the shelf, yeah?
Yeah.
It flops open, and snow pours out. And you remember that you're in a meowgical library, and
Oh,
that not
yes.
all books are books. And some of them are portals.
Oh.
Portals.
Get it?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Portals.
You put your hand right on it.
Oh. Too close to the actual word.
So yes, if this seems to be a hole in this book, about the right size for a cat, where snow is just gently fluttering out of it.
It's cold.
Sleigh bells. Is it glistening?
No. Does it?
It does look suspiciously like a winter wonderland.
No, I've totally not got that. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Who have we lost?
No.
We lost Holly.
Oh no. You broke her with that.
Well, I don't have a tab open that's got the lyrics to Winter Wonderland.
Being a
A
outdoorsy,
wonderful sight.
slightly
We're
species of
happy
cat
tonight.
being an outdoorsy, slightly species of cat with wings on and fairy wings seem, I don't know, Christmassy somehow. Mr. Midnight dives into the hole.
Yay! I was hoping someone would.
Is it,
I shall follow.
is it currently a vertical or
I'm gonna
horizontal
wait and see
hole?
what
As in,
happens.
Do we jump in or do we walk through?
You're currently jumping in.
Okay.
I'm wearing a cape. I shall jump in.
Yeah.
And we can't directly
Well,
see
I will-
what's on the other side.
Not currently, no.
I will paw at it slightly and go. And topple in.
Yeah, I will try to go asleep next to it, but miss slightly and fall in.
I am going to stay on this side of the portal and yell.
Mammy!
So everyone except for Cookie Cat is through the portal.
I'm gonna wait till someone else has gone through first, but yes.
Right. You've got that static back again, Holly.
Sorry.
That's okay. So as you go through the portal and your Mr. Midnight, boldest of all cats, dives through and realizes that gravity kind of changes as you go through, and you dive through and land on all four paws in this snow-filled clearing. Someone else, you hear someone else land behind you, and then just this thump and thump as two cats that were not expecting to so rather ungracefully just land, sending up clouds of snow next to you.
Mr. Midnight, completely uninvited, comes and licks them to heal their wounds.
No.
What wounds? We're cats. We fall on our feet even if we weren't expecting to fall.
He's being friendly and grooming you. That's what he's doing.
That's fine. It just,
It's one of my specialties. Shush.
one of mine as well. I
I
can lick
purr.
myself.
That is my spell.
Just accept being licked by someone else.
This is a family-friendly show. This time. So,
Me and my boss have started a thing at work where when you say something, the question is warehouse problem or adult film?
Adult films, mostly in my case.
anyway, so
Meowing on.
meowing swiftly onwards. You all kind of tumble through, and the dulcet sound of Cookie Cat will guide you home. And you're in this snow-filled clearing. There's trees around you. It's all very festive. And in the middle, there is a lamppost.
I feel like I should know this one.
I look around suspiciously for a goat.
A fawn, technically. And
I keep my eyes open for a witch.
I'll go and water the plants.
Is there any Turkish delight anywhere?
there is indeed a fawn standing near to the lamppost, wearing a lovely bright red scarf, as a matter of fact, and a happy expression on his face. And he says, "Oh, more visitors! How lovely!" He seems to be holding
More?
a box in his hands.
Ah! I am Sir Fitz. Oh, God. I am Sir Fitzwilliam, Defender of the Library, and I want your box.
If that isn't a euphemism, I don't know what is.
Might be Turkish.
The box? Box? Yes, the box. You would like the box? He seems quite nervous.
Are you okay?
Yes,
Have you
perfectly
seen
fine.
talking cats before?
I've seen a multitude of talking creatures.
Excellent.
Cats are not an unfamiliar sight here.
Who gave you that box?
I don't know. I found it here.
What is in the box? Echoes a very high-pitched meow from portals.
Where on earth is that voice coming
Get in the box.
The realm of spare naturally.
Ah,
from? Spare Ah. Oh, you're from this place that the lovely Pevensey children came from.
Bookish cat for the win.
Are those the ones that
I
got
see a
lost
cat
last time?
tail.
Woo.
So this box belongs to you, yes? Yes?
It
Well
does
then.
now.
It
I
would
will
be...
fight you for it if I must.
No, you do not need to fight me for the box. Here, it is yours and I give it freely. And the fawn leans forward and plonks it on the ground in front of you.
I'll grab it in my teeth and drag it back towards where I think the portal might be from the dulcet tones of Cookie.
I'm
Mr.
still
Midnight
alive up here.
Jumps into the box while Sir Fitzwilliam is dragging it because it's a box.
You're jumping on the box.
On the
It's currently still
okay.
wrapped and it's being pulled along by some ribbon currently.
Okay.
Sorry, never mind.
So
never mind.
it is a present-looking box.
It is a present, yes.
Yes, that's okay.
And the
What
fawn
now?
kind of looks at you and goes, "Good day," and
Trots off.
trots off. Yes.
Good day to
So now-
you.
yeah. So now that it's far away, it's a telephone.
For fuck's sake. Oh, follow the sounds of my voice. Follow the sounds of my groany voice.
We're coming.
This has just become telefornication.
Oh dear. And on that note, you've all tumbled back through the portal, I assume, or dive gracefully in Mr. Midnight's case.
Backing up, tugging this box along, grumbling. Although you don't know quite what Fitzwilliam is grumbling about until we get the other side of it.
Probably the fact
I
it's
can't
full-
hear you
full of
because
the
you've got
cats
boxes in your
riding
teeth.
on the box.
Yeah, the box is substantially heavier to drag along because there's someone's lying on the top of it.
So,
Mr. Midnight's tail twitches as the box is being dragged.
so Sir Fitzwilliam was probably moaning about the weight of the box.
What are you saying about my weight?
So that it would be easier if you weren't on the box.
So there's
And there is-
two cats tugging the box, two cats on the box.
Oh, I did get help. Yay!
As long as I don't get hit by the box when it comes through the portal, I'm okay.
We
No,
have
you-
very little control over that, let's be honest.
You
mean-
managed to move out of the way just in time as 5 cats and a box come through with a quick pop noise. And the book slams shut.
One down. How many more to go? Can anyone remember how many presents there were?
There seems
No,
to be another note attached to this box.
Oh.
Ah.
Clue.
Reading types. Read.
Is there anything of note written on it?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
I shall
guessing
open.
you open the note.
Yeah, I'm sure one of us is opening the note.
Ah, you found it! I am impressed. I was not expecting you to get this far. The game
Great.
is afoot.
No.
The next one is closer than you think.
This
Game
Miariati.
foot.
Don't you spoil my fucking joke! Fuck's sake! At least give me time to finish reading the note! And it is signed Miauriati.
Well done, Cookie.
For fuck's sake.
For cat's sake in this race.
I know this one. This is the arch nemesis of Sherlock Holmes. Right? Or did I get the wrong book again?
No? You're...
No, the right. Universe.
I will do. I will do.
So yes, your next clue is the next one is closer than you might think.
Still in the fantasy section, I think, then.
Mm.
Should we try smelling the note again?
Could do.
Hunting cats, assemble.
I'm just gonna say I have to roll a 6 to be able to do anything a 5 or a 6 to be able to do anything catty. So
Yeah, this is a problem, but hey.
Here we go then.
Oh, no.
Hey, I got my number.
Sleigh Bells, hunter cat extraordinaire, it seems, takes a sniff of the note and is once more on the trail of Miariati.
Dun 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 dun.
Follow that cat.
You are led quite a winding chase through the fantasy section, and in fact double back on yourself at least twice. Do you have a question you would like to ask?
Where's the next present?
That question takes you to a set of bookshelves. The book isn't on the lower shelf this time, but you can see the telltale signs that you now recognise of a book that is not in its place.
Hmm. I'll point it out as someone else who's feeling adventurous.
It's quite high up.
Who's good at dealing with heights?
I
It's
have
Savannah.
tiny feet. I have tiny
The
feet.
Savannah cat with wings.
Tiny feet as well. It could attempt
Are
you.
the shelves leading up to it very full, or are there gaps? So would it be relatively easy to climb up one shelf at a time, or?
It would be one shelf at a time. Yes.
2 munchkin cats stack up as a 2, which would make a ramp, and then the sleigh bells as a savannah cat. So then Mr. Midnight can go boing, boing, boing.
Alternatively, someone can just climb up the bookcase.
Oh,
And Cathy
That
thinks
count as
it's-
attacking the bookcase.
Not unless you're
Still-
planning on eating it on the way up.
I'm still hunting the book, so. I'll,
You're in
Cathy
the
thinks-
place for the
Up on the
book.
book.
You
Yeah.
have to
Cathy thinks it's
climb.
over
You
the
have to
number?
climb the bookcase to get to the book.
try
Can
and
I
get to-
sneak up on it?
Over your number.
Oh,
Cathy
the
thinks-
application did not respond. Oh, one success.
So you're the one climbing up the bookcase,
Well, I'm at the front, I suppose.
right? So that's one success. Bearing in mind that one success is a success with with complications.
Does anyone else want to push?
I did not succeed at all.
You got your magic number,
No, I didn't.
did you not? Oh no, you're the other end, aren't you? You're 5.
Yes.
I can try.
I can try, but I think I would
Yes.
fail.
It depends on how librarian you think this job is.
No, it's a cat thing. You're climbing.
Well, it's bookshelves, but yeah, I will give it a try, and I will add 2d6s to give myself a fighting chance.
I'll give it a
I'll
try.
try
just
with
to-
my single d6.
I'll try with my single d6.
I have a success, just the one, just the
I also
one.
have
Yes.
I also
I
have one
have-
success.
I have 2 successes, one of which is my number.
I think I failed.
So
No?
you're all trying to climb up this bookcase, and
Can see which way this is going.
and so Slave Hells gets to one shelf, and then the next shelf, next shelf, and then in a startling fit of surprising speed, Waffle takes one look at this cat-themed ladder and just walks up the back of everyone to get to the correct shelf.
Ouch!
And then I thwack the book down onto the floor, shouting, "Watch out below!"
The book lands. It's quite a small book, this one, to be fair. Beautifully decorated, and it opens with a thump. And you see ice start to spread across the floor where the book has landed open.
Do we want to build a snowman?
Ice, baby.
Meow, 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 meow.
Not good for the books.
No.
There's a wet patch on the carpet, and we will be blamed again.
I'm not doing dirty prose testing this time.
Carpets in the library.
So yeah, currently you're all a ladder of cats, and Waffle is sat on top of the shelf. The book is open beneath you. What are you all going to do?
I think a
Campbell.
synchronized hunting effort. And...
Who's at the top of? So Waffle's at the top.
Yeah.
So
Sleeping.
Yeah,
We'll go
regretting
with-
life's choices.
it went Sleigh Bells, then Mrs. Havisham, and then
Yeah.
Fitzwilliam, and then Mr. Midnight, and then Cookie, and then Waffle.
Right.
So I don't know how far to go. I'll just walk in.
Yeah, I'm just
Let
gonna
all
draw.
fall out in after him.
Yeah. We just
Tower of cats.
So you're just
Oh,
gonna
the
dive.
pile collapses and dives in.
So you fall through another portal. This one is also covered in snow. So much snow.
My tiny feet. I'm so cold.
And you seem to be in this one in some mountains.
How does the thickness of the snow compare to the typical height of a munchkin cat?
You can see there's just a hole where the cat would be.
It's making my cape wet.
So I can only see snow essentially.
Yeah, you can. Well,
Snow
if you look up
green.
enough, you can see the tails of the other cats.
I'm just gonna do that little thing they do where they just go up on their back flips.
Midnight, sleigh bells, can you see anything?
The meerkat thing.
Yeah.
I see a snowstorm.
White.
I see a bad moon rising.
It's
Which
all
book are
white
we in?
now.
Which book are we in?
There seems to be some sort of palace up ahead. For those of you that can see.
Oh.
Is that where
Is it-
the snow is coming from?
Is it suspiciously Disney-esque, this palace?
No, it's not. It looks very uninviting, though. It looks very cold.
Oh.
Can I yell
Don't
as
go
it's
near the
mountainous and try and yodel and meow?
Oh no!
Avalanche incoming!
Right, what was the tune again? Meow! Oh, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen.
Down in the snow is a lonely cat.
Jamie's in chat.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yay! So yes, those of you that can see, there is a set of what could loosely be described as footprints heading towards this castle.
I guess we follow the footprints because we have. And at least then we can follow them back again.
Are the munchkins jumping footprint to footprint, and the savannas are
I'm-
just like walking, not really bothered?
Yeah, I'm clambering on the back of sleigh bells.
Oh.
Ah! I have an alternative. We will tunnel from footprint to footprint.
But my tiny feet are cold.
My tiny everything is cold.
What did you do with the other parcel you got from Narnia?
I think it's still sat in the library.
I thought it was sat in the library.
Have you just left
Dragged
it
it.
sitting in the with the note in the section?
Yeah, we got too excited.
You didn't even open it.
No.
Well, of course
Shocking.
not. It's not Christmas yet.
Exactly.
Since when is that stopped them?
So, would somebody
Yeah.
like to roll to lead the party through the footprints and not get lost in the snowdrift?
I nominate one of the tall cats.
Does
It
that
sounds
end
like
up as
a
a
tracking thing.
hunting related skill?
Yes, that is very much a hunting related skill.
Go on then.
So
there
can I have
also
two d6?
there appears to be extra d6 in this puddle as well.
Oh.
I don't seem to have really
So-
helped there.
3d6.
Yes.
2 successes. Yes.
I'll take that. That goes off without a hitch, and you.
I'm assuming it's a cat thing, not a librarian thing.
It is a cat thing, yes. You're
Okay,
tracking.
okay.
Bloody hell, people.
Just wait until next time I have to do a cat roll.
Right.
I'm kind of not. Trying to avoid all cat rolls.
Yeah.
You're not succeeding with them
can't.
so far, are you?
I my skill set is very much cat, and yet not good at it anymore.
So yes, Mr. Midnight leads you bravely onwards towards this castle, and as you get closer, you see it is made of ice, and there appears to be statues outside of it.
Oh
But
dear.
William, defender of the library and apprehender of late fees, will not be stopped by a bunch of statues that I can't really see.
Are we
Are
back
they
in
statue
Narnia?
or frozen people? That's of course the big question.
Because like this
Yeah.
is very ice. This is very White
Are we-
Witch.
Do we
Yes.
recognise these statues? What's the description of these
The,
statues?
the statues don't seem to be particularly happy looking. Most of them seem to be begging and pleading for their lives.
Methinks these are frozen people.
Don't suppose any of us have a mirror on our persons? In case there happens to be, stray Medusas around.
Am I tiny wings silvered?
Let's go with yes. Why not?
Sure. I share this with the group.
So, are you all just walking past the statues, or?
Yeah.
Mr. Midnight is going to mark one of the statues.
Chin! Cock a leg up, or
Yeah,
Mark,
I'm,
in a cash way.
I'm riding the HMS label, so I'm not in control of where I'm going. So
HMS Slope.
his meowologist is ship?
Gesundheit.
So as you move through this, you enter into this big throne, like palace room, and at the far end there is a throne with a present sat upon its chair.
It feels suspiciously easy.
Mr. Midnight goes and sits on top of the present because it's high up.
Are we not going to check to see if there's anything like? I'm thinking like pressure pads or something like that. I don't know. Are the ice thick enough for us to walk across towards the throne?
Oh yeah, the ice on the floor is thick enough that it would take the weight of a human.
Okay. We could sniff. Just like if something's not right. But if Midnight was to go sit on the box, then Midnight can sit on the box, the present.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because as Midnight sits on the box, from the ceiling descends a cage made of ice,
Meow!
intent on trapping the intrepid explorer.
Does Midnight try and dash out of the way?
Push the box off the throne.
I mean,
Nah,
if it's-
Midnight went onto the box and curled up for a little bit of a nap, so doesn't notice the cage coming down.
also it's a cage. How large is the cage? How far apart are the bars? Because if it's a cage made for humans, we don't care.
It's a cage big enough that it covers Mr. Midnight and the box. But as you are all aware, cats are made of liquid.
So I've claimed the box and the others can't get it. It's mine, it's all mine!
We may have to open it to extract it.
Okay. And Mr. Midnight starts attacking the paper and tearing at the outside of the box. While it's still in the cage, obviously. Maybe there'll be something in there that'll help me escape.
Okay, opening the box, paper going everywhere, completely unfazed by the ice cage. You open the box and discover a mirror in the bottom of it.
Oh.
I will go sit.
I bat at the enemy cat that's in the mirror and yowl at it. Sorry, go ahead, Tim.
I sidle
That's
up
fine.
next to the cage and lie myself against it for a nap, hoping that my body heat will melt the ice of the cage.
Can we, the rest of us, see him batting in the mirror?
Or
You
is he
can.
in the box?
I'm guessing he's in the box at this point.
Yes, he'll be in the box.
You can hear him definitely fighting with something, and you can hear the meow, and the box is moving quite vigorously inside the cage.
Please, enemies! Enemies, I must go! I'm gonna try and hop up there and water my way through the bars. Liquid my way through the bars, which is not that easy for a munchkin cat. But they're tiny, so...
Can I yell at Midnight asking what's in the box?
Bad cat. Ugly cat.
Ugly cat.
Fighting. Busy.
Okay. Okay. Get out of the box.
No retreat, no surrender.
When it's dead.
Okay.
I've got this, don't
Midnight.
worry.
Midnight, look at the shiny cape. Look at this cape. Look at this cape. Look at this big shiny cape.
And Mr. Midnight's head pokes out of the box like a meerkat, going, shiny thing? Where's shiny thing?
There is also, I might add, still tinsel attached to Mrs. Havisham and a bauble.
I was about to stick my tail up and wave the bauble around.
At all of this stimulation, Mr. Midnight kind of tries to reach out for all of it at the same time, but he's still trapped inside the box, and so the box sort of topples over sideways inside the cage, and now the open side of the box is sort of facing the cage, and the bars are right in front of it, and Mr. Midnight is sort of a paw is like out between the bars, trying to grab at anything shiny.
Would you like to roll to liquid your way out of the cage?
Sure. What do you want me to roll for that?
So you are hunting. So I will give you your 2d6, and there's a few dice in the pool. So if you want to nick a couple, go ahead.
And for chaos sake, can I try and liquid my way into the cage? Because I did say a while ago I was going to do it.
Yes.
And I'm going to go fighting. So if you agree, it might be 3d6 because offense is a specialty.
Yeah. No.
If you get your
I'm going
stuck,
to try and escape the cage towards the shinies when Dice Parser listens to me. Third time lucky. Come on.
Oh,
No.
too slow, chicken.
There it
Nope.
is.
No.
Well.
No, that's you.
have you got your tongue stuck to the cage?
There it is. One success and one of my number.
Ah.
Fancy cat.
I guess I liquid out of the cage just as Sir Fitzwilliam liquids into the cage.
Or fails to liquid into the cage.
Sir Fitzwilliam attempts to liquid into the cage, but because they are a munchkin cat rather than a sleek little savannah cat, all that happens is they just end up getting stuck halfway.
I would like my question to be, how can we get rid of this cage?
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Well, it's made of ice, so you could melt it.
Cold as that. Which is what I'm trying to do. I'm actively trying to melt it by sleeping next to it.
You were out of the cage. Shiny things are before you. Sir Fitzwilliam is stuck halfway, back legs going 50 to the dozen. Sir
And
Fitzwilliam,
Mr. Midnight is perfectly
a...
happy chasing the tinsel, dragging behind Holly.
There is an angry cat staring back at you.
Can Cookie as a munchkin try and help Mr.
Help in which direction?
Can help Sir Fitzwilliam try and get out of the cage by pulling on her tail? I don't know. I could try and push her
We
in.
need a source of heat.
Can I
Yeah, I
pee
can
on the cage?
Are we gonna have to pee on the cage?
I could thwack Sir Fitzwilliam.
You could always break the cage. Again, it's made of ice. If you hit it with
right,
if you thwack it with enough force, you're pretty sure it will break.
Who is good at thwacking?
I am good at thwacking, so given that I've sort of slightly softened it by sleeping next to it, I will now try to thwack one of the bars. So I'm guessing that's 2.
Yes. Roll me
I'll
your
also be
thwack.
quite offensive and just bash into it.
And now I'll try again.
Cookie is just sitting there looking bemused at the entire situation whilst fluttering with his cape.
Miss Havisham is trying to stop Mr. Midnight tearing her tail off.
Was
I
I
got 2 successes, including my number.
I have no successes.
So what happens is Waffle gets up, flops back onto the cage. It doesn't seem the cage seems incredibly unaffected
Unimpressed.
by this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sleigh Bells takes one look at it, takes a run up, and sees the target that is the back of Sir Fitzgerald, and runs.
William.
Where did Gerald
Sir
come
Fitzwilliam.
from?
I don't know. I don't.
But we know where Gerald's going.
I blame the fact that I'm slowly falling into another fibro flare.
Oh.
And basically headbutts right. It slams, like body slams into the cage, into Fitzwilliam, and shatters one half of the cage.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, what is it? What do we got?
There are now two angry cat faces staring out of the mirror. There is one cat that's just gone sprawl across the desk.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, no. Sorry,
Oh,
I stopped rubbing your stomach. I am very sorry.
Oh. You were allowed near the forbidden zone.
Oh, yeah. No, she loves belly rub. It's only a trap with 1 out of 3.
Being both suddenly free and slightly happy about being free rather than the exceptionally embarrassing position Sir Fitzwilliam was in, but is equally distracted by the upsetting duplication of cats suddenly in this window. I, the player, have no idea how we are going to retrieve this mirror without being upset by it. Anyone got any ideas?
Can we just pull the present out of the box?
The mirror
That might be
was
cool.
what was in the box.
Yeah.
Yes, but if we just pull the box, not the mirror.
Box is the
Or is
gift.
the box no longer a box? Or,
It's been crushed a little bit, yeah.
It will work. It will work if it fits.
Could I use my control to control myself and try and get the mirror?
How
You
big
can-
is the
you-
mirror?
How big is it compared to a bunch? How big is this mirror compared to? Is it like pocket size? Are we talking
It's like a hand
Make it
mirror,
more.
so
hand mirror? Oh, I've got no chance, lad.
So 2 of us combined could hold it in our mouths?
it's got a handle.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Handle work.
And there also
Right.
seems to be a note. That none of you have noticed that there is a note attached to the handle.
Aha! Shall we open the note and
We
read it?
notice.
Let's open the note and read
I
it.
have a note. Yes, read the note.
Another one. We're getting better at this. Have you noticed a theme yet?
Cold.
Don't think
There's
they can
no
hear you.
business like snow business, after all.
Oh dear.
It could have been better.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to go somewhere warmer.
As long as I can far out, it's all that matters.
Oh, the next
Your
one
next-
was Dante's Inferno.
What
Your
I
next clue can be found in the children's section.
Okay.
Dear. Oh dear.
It is interesting that we were expected to open this one and not take it with us as a whole, because the note was inside, whereas with the others, the note was outside.
Miariati seems to know you all quite well.
Play bells carry the mirror with the handle in his mouth, and then Cookie is using his head to like bob it along at the back to balance it, just walking back towards the portal.
We can give it a
The
try.
nasty window with you. I shall extract the box. What is left of it?
Walking along like this.
I just have this image though, because Sleigh Bells is a slightly bigger cat. It just walks along, and then every now and again the mirror just goes bop,
Yep.
bop, bop.
So we're heading back to the portal.
With magnets.
Yes. With the mirror, yes.
With the scary thing. With the angry cats in it.
So before we move to the next section, should we go and retrieve the other parcel and open it, or should we
I was about to
leave
say,
it
yes.
unopened?
Yeah,
As
we
it
should
is.
probably open it.
Well,
We might have let some
it
other.
depends where the children's section is. If it's on the same floor, then we need to make that decision. But if it's on a different floor, we need to head back to the left. In which case, we might be going past where the parcel is.
However, they did say there was a theme. The theme may not be snow. The theme may be to do with gifts.
Mm.
Cat!
Definitely.
Cat! Cat.
I see two cats yelling at you.
Yeah,
Meow, 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 meow. Please, can you feed us?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of
Little
fur.
fur.
Happy kitty, sleepy kitty.
That's nearly as bad as when people try and sing Happy Birthday on Zoom.
That was yesterday.
So, children's section, conveniently, not at all for speed and time, happens to be on this floor.
Oh.
So yeah, in case we have use of the contents, we may as well first go to the other parcel, the first one, and open it.
Unless there are beanbag chairs in the children's section.
Places to nap.
Oh,
Squishy
places-
places to nap.
Places to scratch open to let all the beanie things flow out.
Let it flow, let it flow.
So
let
do
it
we
flow.
need to roll anything to open the other parcel, or can we just say we're doing that?
Yeah, it's open
Uh,
the parcel.
I won't make you roll for it, just because you know where it is.
Yeah.
So who wants to do the honours of opening this parcel?
Me, I guess.
How are you opening it? Are you daintily going at it like Mr. Midnight did?
I'm sort of taking my paw, going bling, and then slicing the paper.
So inside this particular box, you find a smaller box.
Smaller box.
Yay, small box.
And inside that smaller box is a set of what look originally like tiny boxes, except they smell like food.
Ooh, food.
Boxes of food and a mirror.
But you don't want to eat small box.
For those not paying attention, you might have found Turkish Delight.
Ah.
Oh.
Would that smell like food to a cat? Because it doesn't sound like very catty.
It's very
food.
sweet,
Hmm.
and it's covered in like the white icing
Powdered
sugar.
sugar,
Turkish delight and a mirror. Turkish delight and a mirror.
You're overthinking this far too much.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know we are, I know we
Turkish
are.
boy thing.
To the children's section.
Yes,
Yes,
to the children's section.
sections.
Onward!
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow meow, meow meow.
Are you looking for beanbags first or book?
I think we're looking for the fairy tale of Snow White.
I'm gonna take a sleep on a beanbag because I'm a lazy cat.
So, as you go into the kids section, on the table, like the low table with the beanbags, there are 2 books waiting for you, and a note that says, "Choose wisely."
We'll jump up and have a look at these books. Since it's only a low table, I reckon I can make that.
I mean, that sounds like an Alice in Wonderland reference to me, but
A red book and a blue book.
It seems that the covers have been obscured, so you cannot see.
Any differentiating features between these two?
Yes, one book only contains lies, and the other one only contains truth.
Or are they both wrapped in brown paper with no information at all on them?
One of them seems to be decorated in ghosts, and the other one in snowmen.
Bells?
So is that a Christmas Carol?
Shall we pretend he is Parson Brown? I vote snowmen.
no, man.
Will we be walking in the air?
Someone really is in my brain this evening.
As long as it doesn't steal my iron brew, that's all that matters.
Look, I said at the start.
Wasn't there a sequel with a yapping creature made of snow?
Yes, there was.
Sad. Poor things.
Should we go with snowman?
Yeah, go for it.
Go on then.
Go on, go on.
Okay, snowmen.
Snowman it is.
You unwrap the paper, and the book opens, and all you can hear is "I'm walking in the air" as it flops open, and without any of you stepping near it, it just sucks you all into it. You don't get a choice. You're all going, and you find yourselves flying in the air.
This makes a pleasant change from dropping into snow.
It's still snowing.
Mr. Midnight flexes his shoulder blade so the little tiny silvered wings flap a little bit, ineffectually.
Onwards! Or rather more like Munchkin feet.
Ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a large lump of snow and a small child.
An actual small child or a snow-made figurine of a small child?
No, an actual small child.
Oh.
Making a snowman.
But not sleeping. Because people far below are sleeping as we fly, so...
What are you
Sorry?
going to do?
Are we getting closer to the child?
You're flying, and he's rolling balls around.
Have you seen any presents arrive anywhere?
Hello down there.
Oh.
The child just looks up and goes, at you.
It does. Santa Claus.
He seems absolutely fascinated by you. He asks you, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
Yes.
Does it have to be a snowman?
I pee while flying over.
Sir Fitzwilliam, defender of the library, apprehender of late fees, remover of vermin, and the caped claw, and one other, will happily try and build a snowman.
Can we build a snow cat?
Yeah, that'd be better.
Yes, because you only need one long-shaped thing and just some ears, and ta-da, snow cat. Much easier.
Are you being rude about my height?
I'm a munchkin cat as well, so no.
The three of us.
Yes.
I've got two
There's
savannah cats as well.
three munchkins, 2 savannas, and a Scottish fold.
In a pear tree.
Possibly,
We'll have to find out.
depending on how this ends up.
Oh,
Mr. M-
Three munchkins,
Mr. Mid-
2 savannah cats.
Mr. Midnight asks the boy if he's seen any presents appearing anywhere.
No, I'm just trying to build my snowman.
it's inside the snowman.
No,
It's like that.
It's behind you.
I just want to build my snowman.
Right, this is my tail.
Would you like a can of iron brew?
We're not in Scotland. This is the Cotswolds.
Oh. Oh, it's not even in Yorkshire. Right.
And can we sniff around for this present?
You cannot smell a present at all. I will tell you that for free.
Maybe it was in the other book.
Hmm.
Okay, bye. Can we turn around and fly back?
Would anybody like to roll for a clue to try and discern what it is you've got to do here to get the present?
I'll volunteer as tribute. Well, one,
I'll roll for
6.
Yeah, why not? I can.
The application did not respond.
Try again.
This is a librarian thing.
Oh my Christ.
I have done well.
You have done well.
I have rolled my number.
Done. Fine.
So-
Yeah, that's fine for a
It
librarian
suddenly
thing.
occurs to you that this small child is trying to build a snowman. A magic snowman. Which might be able to take you to where the present is kept.
Ah, because it's gonna fly. So yes, let's build the magical fly.
Could Mr. Midnight jump on the back of said snowman so that it can start
We
flying?
first need to build it, of course.
Oh.
It's not built yet.
Mr.
Oh.
Midnight can't fly.
But he got wings?
flaps his wing. They're ineffectual.
Oh.
You
but-
in this
but-
realm you can all fly, but the snowman
Might know where to.
We'll know where to go.
And fly
you
better.
cannot carry
Um,
the snowman, he will just fall apart.
Then, if we
Mr.
can
Mid-
fly,
Mr. Midnight bats at some spare lumps of snow on the ground that seem to have sort of fallen off a nearby fence and tries to reconstruct the big snowman into the proper size, almost like he's trying to heal him.
Ah.
Ah,
I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
Me.
Thank you. So 2d6?
Yep.
I don't quite know what skill that is. Try again, 2d6. Come on, Dice Parser. No, try again. There it is. My number and a cat thing.
Okay, that's very yeah, you understand the logic of building a snowman. And you because you're pushing the snow around. And you help the boy child shape his snowman more efficiently. Now all you need to do is find the hat and a carrot.
And I would like my question to be, is this the final present?
Yes.
Thank you.
She
Purely
said,
down to
"The
time reasons.
Timing.
This is the final present.
Yes,
Yeah.
the-
I shall allow others to try and help with the hat or the carrot idea.
I could quite happily send you after presents for another like 4 hours. There's so many different books I could put you in, but yeah, this is the final present.
Yeah, but hunting for the coal and carrot and stuff like that sounds like a hunting task.
Yes,
We'll have a
hunt
Hunt
away.
down.
I got one success.
Anybody else joining in with hunting down the hat and the coal and the
No.
Would
And
my
the carrot?
bookishness help?
probably not.
Hmm.
Currently,
I
you
help
only...
Sorry.
Yeah, you could help if you want to, but you can yell at them to fight and to do it better.
You will complete the snowman to the best of your ability. We're not talking slush. We're not talking mush. We're talking snow. I want features. I want it carved. I want them balls to be round. Beautiful. I want the best looking carrot possible.
That's what she said.
We don't want any sort of hat. We want a top hat.
Flat cap.
A flat cap will do. I will approve of a flat cap.
Alright.
Do I need to roll to yell at people, or
Yes, that'd be 2d6, please. Oh, have you decided you want to lie on that pile of blankets now?
okay.
It's one success, whichever side it is. So.
I'm a. Is this
Your
is
number's
yelling
a
cap?
4. It's a cap thing, yes.
Okay, so lower number, so I have one success.
Right, so you between the two of you, I'll group it up. With you yelling at Mrs. Havisham, you manage to find what you're looking for and hand the boy the flat cap and the coal and the carrots. And with a bit of sparkle and effective Disney pageantry, the snowman leaps into life and, like some 80s animated classic, grabs the boy's hand and jumps into the air, gesturing for you all to follow him.
Guess we follow then.
We fly.
I guess we float in the mullet sky.
Yes, and you of course have
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
the obligatory like montage of there's choral singing and eventually the snowman, after what seems like a ridiculously long time, takes you to the middle of a park where a present sits upon a roundabout.
Is it a magic roundabout?
No, it's just covered in
Oing,
snow.
oing, oing.
Should be a blue cat if there is.
Meow, 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 meow,
So
meow,
yes,
meow, meow, meow.
you have a box on a present on top of a roundabout in a kids' play park.
Is there a mobile mop floating around? That may actually be a dog, but looks like a mobile mop.
No,
Google.
Can we open the gift?
I mean, we are supposed to be encountering a dog, based on channel point redeems, but you know.
you are, but I'm having trouble fitting a dog into these particular
Just saying.
scenarios. These particular books that I have chosen. Who wants to open this parcel?
Can I?
Of course. How do you
I
go
will
about
attack it. I will use all of. Well, yeah, I will grouchily hunt it and then offensively destroy its paper.
So,
Ow.
stalk it round the roundabout,
Like a teddy bear.
and then dive and knock it flying in a flurry of paper and stuff.
I've got to attack something at some point.
Yeah, go for it.
You for some reason this one also seems to be covered in glitter.
Where is she? I sense her presence. Where is the Oglaf?
She is not appearing in this film. And the box, though battered well, inside it is not what you were expecting. There is another book.
Miss Havisham!
What?
Book!
With a note on top of it.
And a note!
Right. What's the note say?
What's the title of the book?
The note says, "Ah ha ha ha! Open this one if you dare. If you want the rest of the
Book with-
presents back."
A book within a book. A portal within a portal.
Are there any
am
clues on the outside of
suspicious.
this book?
This is suspicious.
There is artwork on the front of this book. It appears to have a green fellow in a Santa suit.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no, it's
Oh, come on!
He seems very mean.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Stick around.
Thing,
Uh,
Are we
starting-
going Jim Carrey or
Oh.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
I've not seen either of them.
I've only seen the Jim Carrey one. I've not seen the Benedict Cumberbatch one.
I've only seen the Jim Carrey one. I didn't even know Benedict Cumberbatch played the Grinch.
I might need to watch that.
It's a recent one by the same studio that did Despicable Me.
Ah.
He's as cuddly
People
as a
searching?
cactus. He's as charming as an eel.
I mean, anything with Bandersnatch Cummerbund in it has got to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
Bang wang.
I volunteer to open the book.
Go on then.
Act
My tiny
away.
With my tiny little munchkin, I creep up and use all my strength in my right paw and go, eh.
You flick the book open.
Do we all get sucked in again, or do we have to enter this at our own risk?
You enter at your own risk.
Like the masked warrior,
The
Elzara.
the portal, it doesn't emit snow or anything like that. It's green. It's very ominous.
Pretty light.
Well, Serpent William, Defender of the Library, Apprehender of Late Fees, Remover of Vermin, Kate Cloran, Your Cat, retired. We'll enter the book.
Onward. Miss Havisham will follow.
Cookie will follow.
So, are you all going in? Yep.
I'm going in with my green eggs of ham. Someone,
I'm going in.
In we go.
does someone want to yell at Rob? Okay.
So all of you tread hesitantly into this portal. And it's just as well, for you are faced with
My tail reaches 4 times its normal size.
And you get stuck in the portal.
Make us so big.
Have you been taking Viagra again?
you are faced with a dog It is wearing a red nose and antlers.
Aw.
It seems very, very unhappy. You appear to have landed in its bed, and it doesn't seem to be impressed that you woke it up from its nap.
Finny the red-nosed rain dog.
Does the nose squeak? If I bop it, will it squeak?
Yes, it goes.
Can I yell at the dog going, calm down, dear, it's just a commercial?
Oh my god, what are you wearing? And Mr. Midnight starts laughing hysterically at the dog.
Are you
Well,
attempting
I'm
to
still-
humiliate the dog into going away?
We're cats, of course we are.
We are better than the dog.
Is the
Yeah,
nose and reindeer horns a accoutrement, or are they actually part of the dog?
No, they are a costume.
Fuck.
Stealing the horns.
Okay, roll to steal the horns off the dog.
Absolutely no subtlety in stealing them. I am just taking them. I will
Well,
leave
you-
it up
you
to
are-
sneaky lot to be subtle about
Yeah,
it.
you are being you're offensive and hunting.
Yes.
So you have a multitude of d6 to use, so feel free if you need them.
I am gonna roll to help. I'm gonna roll with my sneaking.
I'm gonna steal.
Speciality.
I'm gonna steal a d6 just because I think I'd need to use some of them.
And I'm stealing a d6.
I'm going to try and distract the dog with my little kip.
Oh, I got a do not respond.
Try again.
Oh, I got my number, and
Got my
I
number
Ooh.
twice.
succeeded.
So before this
Right.
poor dog knows what on earth is happening, it's got a cat on its back nicking the antlers that have been strapped to its head. Questions? Any questions?
Is the present in the house?
This is where the rest of the presents are being kept.
Oh, okay.
Ah, it's all
Pull on the
presents
dog.
correct.
Is there anyone else here?
How?
Oh yes.
My question will be: how can we best retrieve the gifts from the multitude of gifts from this location? I can make that slightly less game breaking if we need to.
It depends how the end situation is resolved.
At this point, I'm expecting to find the sleigh parked on the roof.
Ooh.
So you
I've
looking,
got an idea, but
looking around now, you have traumatized poor Max. You realise that you are underground in what could only be described as a stinky cave. With mounds of
Oh.
junk around you.
does anyone know how to make this book end?
I'm trying to remember the video game for the Grinch, which I used to play as a kid, the PS2. Because I remember playing it.
You have to. It's something to do with the meaning of Christmas.
That is shiny things and batting them around and stealing angels of trees.
Exactly.
The Who's of Whoville.
Well, there's something to do with the singer from The Pretty Reckless.
In this, is anyone going to have a proper look around?
I'll go for a sniff around.
So, yeah, go for a sniff around then, and roll me your dice.
2 successes, including my magic number.
Fantastic. What is your question?
What is your name?
Oh,
What is the
your favorite color?
Teal, if you must ask.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I couldn't
It's a
resist.
quest.
So. Go on.
Come on, sleigh bells.
Oh, I don't want to be game breaking though. That's the thing.
But also, we have 15 minutes of game left
Okay.
before a cat
Yeah.
has a stand. So,
Is there a fire nearby?
No, but there appears to be a trash chute and an even bigger pile of stuff.
Shame. I was considering that maybe we'd have a nap and think about, and maybe we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Play bells.
We could do,
Where
but
do I
I'm
close that?
trying to think from the. So, if the Grinch stole Christmas, where's the rest of it?
You haven't asked the most important question. Where's the Grinch?
Oh,
I mean,
that would
He's
be a
with the
good
Who's.
question. I've got to admit, thinking about it. Yeah.
Where's the Grinch?
He's with the Who's of Hillville.
No. The
Oh no, Holly!
oh,
We lost Holly.
Maybe he walked through a portal to Halloweenville.
So, as this realization suddenly hits you all, and you look up to on the top of this big mountain of stuff, and it's almost like a spotlight just clicks on and illuminates this figure in a Santa suit with a hat on his head.
The
Except you realise it's not the Grinch. Mrs. Havisham, you know this figure all too well. You've seen this figure before.
Meowriati?
No.
is it our rival Clouder?
No. Meowriati is in fact Alberto.
Alberto! No!
Seems overly dramatic.
This is what you get for not inviting me to the staff Christmas party. I will ruin all your Christmases forevermore. You're never getting these presents back.
Can I just remove, like, a gift from the bottom of the pile in such a way that it will just make the entire thing topple?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, roll for that.
Christmas
Roll for
Jenga.
I will argue hunting, but probably can't really argue anything else.
I will
and go for another one.
I will help. Are any of the things in the pile books?
No, it mostly just seems to be presents.
Can I
I
yell
will-
profanities at
help
Alberta?
with some hunting.
Can I distract Alberta by yelling profanities at him?
Sure.
Never registered with the registered.
My
the
goodness,
book- referred to as
just
decimal system.
I got 2 successes, one of which is my
Once-
number.
You kept putting fiction instead of non-fiction.
There's one success as well.
I will also be offensive at the present.
I missed.
Okay. So, as Alberto is on this somewhat justified tirade of the reason why he stole Christmas is because no one invited him to the staff Christmas party, and you're all terrible excuses for co-workers. After all he did to help you that time when the rival Clouder of Old New York Museum came to rob the restricted society. And this is how you repay him. And as this happens, the pile of presents just starts to avalanche. And he's just slipping down this mountain. In his anger and injustice, he hasn't even noticed that he's just going down
deeper and down.
Down, 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 and out.
You think Grumpy?
He's very unhappy. He's so unhappy he tried to steal Christmas. And disguised
very
himself as the opposition to the great cat detective.
He's either very best at being bad guys.
He used to be a good guy once.
He could have been anything that we wanted to be. With all the talent we had. Right about it. We meow family.
We're the very best at
at being
being
bad.
bad.
Alberto is descending downwards quite rapidly with the presents. What are you all doing? Presents are moving. Alberto is descending.
Run away!
Is there a tennis
Max has
racket
just
anywhere?
booked it.
Oh, we
Like,
need like a garden rake or something to flip up.
My question for getting my number exactly will be is can I see anything that might help us extract all the presents back out of 2 sets of books to the library? Or
There
what-
happens
yeah.
to be a conveniently parked sleigh.
Ah, okay.
Out of this book, we can fly.
Mm. Sleigh bells! Ring!
Ring, ring, ring.
Did we steal the nose off of the dog?
Is anybody listening?
Maybe.
Uh,
So is the slate? Is the slate up, down, left, right?
It's
Down the
kind of
trash
like
chute?
Yeah.
it's kind of like parked off to one side on a piss, like it's just been like abandoned in the corner. You don't think by Alberto, you think Alberto's just literally just booted the Grinch out of his lair for an evening. Possibly while the Grinch was plotting nefarious things against the Who's of Whoville.
don't know what to do about Alberto other than trying to knock him unconscious.
Is there a net?
A sack?
There is a sack. All of Santa's sleighs always have a sack. At least one.
We're going to put the cat back in the bag.
He's not a cat.
We're gonna put a bear in a bag.
He's an Albert.
Have a sack.
Alberto.
Oh, that strikes me as it possibly taking more than a cat. One cat to put a bear in a bag.
Might be taking the piss.
Bear in a
Owl.
sack. We're going to give the bear the sack.
Or we
Bears
just
like shiny
trip
things?
him down the trash chute.
Oh! Does he like Turkish delight? Because we could throw the Turkish delight in the sack.
Oh.
Is it bear? Because bears like sweet. My logic is shit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No. It's got legs. It's got legs. It depends which bit of Alberto is the owl and which bit is the bear. I would have thought.
It's the head of the owl and the body of the bear.
Oh, a classic.
Oh.
A classic.
Does he have the toes of the bear or the toes of the owl?
Toes of the owl.
To his claws,
Talent.
talons.
He's
Bears have claws as
talented.
well.
He is a talented owlbear.
He is the keeper of the restricted section.
At least
Yes.
it's not man bear
Oh.
pig.
I had to get over a really, really, really tall gate last time I met him.
He was
Oh.
very good to you last time you met him.
He was. I'll be honest, I didn't even know we had a staff Christmas party, so, you know.
If we somehow managed to get the tinsel onto him, and then all of us pulled, do you reckon we could knock him over into the chute?
Shoot. Yes.
Maybe worth a try. I'll
I mean,
use my speaking skills.
That
He
sounds
is
quite
I can
current-
yell at him.
He is currently sliding down He's got momentum at the moment.
And he's ranting and not paying attention, so.
You can yell at him.
a diversionary tactic.
So your plan is to guide
Diversion into a shoot.
guide him on the pile down the trash chute.
Yes.
Go on then. I'll let you all decide, whoever's taking part in this endeavour, what skills you're putting towards it.
I think that sounds like offensively hunting because I'm guiding him into a trap.
Yeah,
I have a control skill, so
Big
I'm
sneaky.
controlling it.
yeah, you can control the flow of it.
I am
Thanks.
offensively hunting.
And I can, thwack things, so that also works.
I am basic hunting.
Oh,
Two a success.
One success.
2 successes.
I have a magic number. I'm a
Oh,
fancy cat.
You are the
You are a
fanciest of
fancy
fancy
cat.
cats.
Am I rolling 1d6 or 2d6?
2d6.
And am I trying to get over or under my number?
Oh,
Oh,
It depends
Oh,
if you're trying to
snake
approach
eyes.
this from a cat or a librarian way.
I have
I'm thwacking things, so that sounds more catty than.
Yes, that's more catty.
I think I have failed because I've tried controlling, which is more librarian, and I have failed.
Well,
I
so
rolled my
who?
number, so
I believe there's enough successes in that pile that you through a combined effort of yelling and shouting and pushing, shoving, and sneaking out presents from under his feet. For a hot second, it looked like Cookie Cat was gonna fall down the trash chute with him, but due to some quick thinking, you managed to rescue him. And Alberto with a, "You won't see the last of me yet. I'll be back."
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Other
Whatever.
composers are available.
Oh,
As
not
the-
again!
And he goes down the pipe until you can barely hear him. And you pause for a second to make sure
Pause.
he's gone before the grate slams shut over the tunnel, and you are left in this room with a massive mountain of presents, Santa's sleigh, and a set of sacks.
Well, I guess we start loading.
Yeah.
Better load them sacks.
Really, Cookie?
Mr.
I-
Midnight finds the biggest box and just goes and sits on top of it and curls up.
That seems fair.
I mean, yeah, that's entirely fair.
Have a nap first.
Nap first.
Out first.
We'll wake up and it was all a dream.
Is everyone just curling up on this massive pile of Christmas presents?
Yes.
yeah, sounds
Yeah.
like a reasonable thing to do.
We definitely won it, so yeah.
We've done the important thing. Any of the other sort of other bits are for later problems. Right now, napping is important.
Yeah.
That's after action. We either eat or we sleep.
This is very
we
true.
sleep.
Yeah.
So you all curl up for a good nap on top of this mountain of Christmas presents.
Mhm.
And when you awake, somehow you're all back in the library under the tree, on top of the same presents that you fell asleep in before.
Make me happy.
Was it a dream? Did you really go through some books?
Probably.
Battle
I don't.
Alberto?
I've got my silver bauble. That's all that matters to me.
But more
And there is
importantly,
still
do we
one
have
on-
food.
Miss Havisham's tail.
Who knows? Maybe we shall find out in another seasonal episode of Library Cats somewhere later in the year. Or I should say later in next year. So, with that, this episode of Library Cats comes to a close. And typically there's an ad in 8 seconds. Oh, dear me. So, I hope you all enjoyed that. I kind of I started off with a loose framework and filled it in as we went. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope those of you watching, apologies for the incoming ad. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. If you do, I run these on a relatively infrequent, chaotic schedule of whenever I have the spoons to do so and people are around. Earlier this week, I ran Wreck the Halls by Grant Howitt, and I also tend to do this whenever I have an excuse to do them for charity. If you are lurking and want to see some more of this, please hit that follow button. If you are one of my usual clientele, thank you again for your support. It's always appreciated. I am going to be back tomorrow afternoon building this beauty.
Oh.
IKEA Christmas tree. And I will be building that at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then we will be taking a wee break for Christmas, and then I will decide what the hell we're doing next week, depending on what life happens. I would like to say a massive thank you to all of my players this evening. This A couldn't happen without you, and B wouldn't have been the same without you. So thank you all so much for putting up with my shenanigans.
Thank you for putting up with us.
Oh no, my pleasure. Always my pleasure.
Right, pains in the backside.
Nah, you're right.
Just have to stop being like same brain with us about for like an hour.
It is impressive. I'm like 3 seconds behind.
I'm just happy the food I ordered in the middle of that all actually turned up as
Ooh,
dinner,
food.
dinner.
Ooh, food.
So, yes, those of you watching at home, I'm gonna go find someone else to throw some love at. Also, bonus points if you manage to guess all of the books that we took a trip into today. There were more.
The Sherlock Holmes one was tricky. Tricky one.
Sorry for ruining your pun.
Yeah. If you'd given me like 2 more seconds, I would have had my magic moment with Moriarty. But so for those of you that didn't, you went to Narnia.
Yes.
And then you went into the original version of the Snow Queen.
Right.
Not the Disney version. And then you had the choice of the Snowman or A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And if you'd gone into the Christmas Carol, you would have met the Muppets.
Yeah, oh, damn
Good.
it.
That's the right answer.
Chase the rat! Chase the rat!
And finally, you went into How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat.
Marley.
Ooh. Yes, I hope it was enjoyable for everyone watching and playing as it was for me running that, because it makes my nerdy little heart happy when I get to play Library Cats and go and dip into books. The first time I ran Library Cats was for the Meowrathon, which was hosted on my birthday weekend this year. And we took a trip into such places as Hogwarts, the Lord of the Rings books. I can't even remember
we had
how
to deal
many.
with loose dragons.
Yes, I set some dragonets on you in the politics section.
Yes.
Then you got the Necronomicon attempted to eat you.
Yes.
But yes, that's the sort of thing that you're letting yourself in for if you come play a game with me, basically. I'm hoping to do more of this sort of thing next year, depending on time and mental health and all that.
Fine.
Yeah, things have been interesting this year. But there's no one There's no one around. Is Kirby still going? Let's see. Kirby, are you still alive? Kirby is still alive. Right. That's who we're going to go throw some love on. Kirby is currently playing Phasmophobia. It is highly entertaining. I intend on doing more. It's just, spoons. Eventually, the plan is to do something at least once a month. Maybe some form of actual campaign of something. Who knows? Right, so if you lot here, hang around for just a second. We're going to go throw a raid on Kirby, who is over at Blazing Tree Terrain. I'm going to hit this button here. I hope I've spelled this right. So yes, those of you that want to come back, I am live again at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Those of you that don't, have a fan-fucking-tastic Christmas, and if you hate Christmas, I hope you survive. See you all on the other side. Thank you very much. That button.